Somewhere out there, a star is dying. Not exploding, not collapsing, just vanishing. And here's the terrifying part. Whatever is doing this might not be natural at all. Look at our planet at night. Every light you see is energy. And every single year, we need more of it. More power, more data, more machines, more everything. Now, here's a question that kept one physicist awake at night. What happens when a civilization needs more energy than its entire planet can provide? Not more than a country, not more than a continent, more than the whole world. There's only one place left to get it, the star itself, because our sun releases more energy in a single second than humanity has used in its entire history. Every war, every city, every engine ever built, 1 second of sunlight beats all of it. And almost all of that energy escapes into the dark, wasted forever, unless someone builds something to catch it. The year was 1960. A brilliant, quiet physicist named Freeman Dyson published a paper. It was only 2 pages long, but it would echo through science for the next century. Dyson's idea was simple to say and almost impossible to imagine. What if a civilization built a shell around its star, a structure so vast it could capture nearly all the energy that star produces? Not for greed, for survival, because Dyson understood something profound. Any civilization that survives long enough will always run out of energy on its home planet. It's not a possibility, it's a mathematical certainty. And when that day comes, they'll have 2 choices: collapse or reach for the stars, literally. Dyson didn't just imagine this for aliens, he imagined it for us. Now, let's clear something up, because Hollywood got this very wrong. A Dyson Sphere is not a solid metal ball around the sun. That version, physically impossible. No known material could survive the stress. Gravity would tear it apart. The star's pull would rip it to pieces. So what did Dyson actually mean? A swarm, millions, maybe billions of individual satellites, each one a mirror, a collector, a power plant, all orbiting the star in a delicate, endless dance. Together, they form a shell of machines, not metal. And that is actually buildable. Scientists now describe 3 main versions. The Dyson Swarm independent collectors orbiting freely. The most realistic, the Dyson Ring, the first step, a single band around the star, and the Dyson Bubble, held up not by structure, but by the pressure of light itself. Yes, sunlight actually pushes on things. It's tiny, almost nothing, but over a giant ultra-thin sail, it's enough to hold a structure in place forever. A city floating on a beam of light. Okay, let's say a civilization decides to do it. Where do you even begin? You don't start with the sun, you start with the planet. Scientists believe the first target would be Mercury. Small, metal-rich, closest to the sun. And here's the wild part. To build a full Dyson Swarm, you might have to take an entire planet apart. Grind it down, melt it, turn a whole world into a fleet of solar collectors. They call it star lifting and planetary disassembly. It sounds like science fiction. The math says it's science fact. But no civilization could build billions of panels by hand. So they'd use machines that build more machines, self-replicating robots. One becomes two, two becomes four. In a few short decades of exponential growth, you'd have an army large enough to dismantle a planet. Think about that. A species so advanced, it treats planets like raw material. That's the scale we're talking about. Not building a bigger city, not a bigger country, re-engineering a solar system. Now, let me tell you about a star that scared astronomers. In 2015, telescopes spotted something impossible. A star, roughly 1,400 light-years away. Its light didn't dim the way stars normally do. It flickered, randomly, dropping by up to 22%. A giant planet blocks maybe 1% of a star's light. This was blocking 22. Something enormous was passing in front of it. Something irregular, something we couldn't explain. And for a brief, electric moment, some scientists whispered the unthinkable. Was this the fingerprint of an alien civilization? Now, let's be honest and scientific here. The leading explanation today isn't aliens. It's most likely a cloud of dust and broken up comets. That fits the data best, but here's what matters. For the first time, we had a real method. If a Dyson Sphere existed anywhere in the galaxy, it would leave a signature, a telltale glow of waste heat, infrared light, where none should be. And right now, in 2026, astronomers are actively searching for exactly that. Surveys are scanning thousands of stars, looking for the ones that glow wrong. A handful of candidates have already raised eyebrows. None confirmed, all still likely natural. But the search is real. and the question hangs in the dark. If we ever found one, would it be them, or a message about our own future? So let's come home for a moment. Back to us. Back to now. We won't build a Dyson Sphere in your lifetime, or your grandchildren's. Maybe not for 1,000 years, but the idea is already changing us. Engineers today are designing satellites that collect sunlight in space and beam that energy back to the ground. It's tiny, it's early, but it's the same dream, reaching past our planet to touch the power of a star. Freeman Dyson gave us more than an idea. He gave us a destiny, a vision of what we could become if we don't destroy ourselves first. A species that outgrew its cradle, a species that learned to hold a star in its hands. And maybe, just maybe, somewhere out there in the endless dark, another civilization already took that step, and their star is quietly going dark, not dying, deliberately. If this blew your mind, imagine what else is hiding in the universe. We go deeper into cosmic mysteries every single week, and if you're not done wondering, this next journey is waiting for you right here. The universe is speaking. Are we listening?